Collective, it's Intuitive Pisces Moon and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. So this week's astrological readings are going to have a focus on a few things. There's a few things going on this week. So we have on September 21st, the new moon in Virgo, which makes this a blue moon because it's now the second new moon in Virgo that we've had consecutively. So that means things that don't normally happen are going to happen. You know, that phrase, once in a blue moon. So something that's rare may occur in your life at this time. That is also included with a partial solar eclipse. So again, ending up eclipse season. So we're going to continue to see more shaked up energy with eclipse stuff going on. And then on the 22nd, that is the first day of fall, or you can call that Mabon, which this is balance between the light and the dark. This is expressing gratitude and letting go as winter approaches. So we do have a lot going on this week, and we're going to jump into your astrology signs. So if that sounds good to you, stay tuned. Hello, my Aries friends. If your sun, moon, or rising falls in the sign of Aries, then this is your reading. So we're going to take a look at your week ahead, and I have pre-pulled some cards for you, and a little later on into your spread, we will pull some tarot in addition to those. So let's jump right in. The first card that we're going to display here is the Sacred Power card that came up for you, and we've got this beautiful one here. That is Energy Balance. So let's see what the book has to say about this one. So this is physical health needs attention. Balance your mind, body, and spirit. Right now, your physical health needs attention. Physical intervention is required. Make yourself a priority. Book a doctor or an appointment with a holistic practitioner now. Meditation, Reiki, yoga, kinesiology, and other healing therapies, including lifestyle adjustments, can assist the cleansing of chakras, rebalancing them from a congested state. You are indeed a healer at heart, and now is the time to heal yourself. Take control of your health now, before the universe plans the intervention for you. Currently, you will benefit from energy balancing such as yoga and chakra clearing meditations. Focus on the picture of this card. Which color in the mandalas stand out? This is the area that you will need to target to achieve balance at this moment. All right, I'm going to go through each of the colors and tell you what each of them means. So let's just focus for a moment on the picture. And then once you have decided which color resonates with you right now in this moment, I'm going to go ahead and read through them. So the top one there is purple. This is your crown chakra or your consciousness. This is intelligence, bliss, and divine wisdom. The second one down, that's indigo. This is your third eye or your knowingness. This is your intuition, your perception, and your beliefs. Third one down is blue. This is your throat chakra or also communication. This is creativity, sound, intuition, self-expression. The fourth one down is green, heart chakra. This is compassion, love, inner child, self-acceptance, and harmony. Fifth one down, that's yellow. This is your solar plexus or your will. This is power, joy, motivation, self-esteem, transformation. Sixth one down, that's orange, sacral. That's your relationships, sexuality, empathy, pleasure, well-being, connection, feeling, and change. And the very bottom one, the seventh one, is red. That is your base chakra. This is survival. That's grounding, stability, trust, survival, self-preservation. All right. So Aries, which one of those resonated with you at this time? I'm not going to go any deeper into all of those because I'm going to guess that each of you have some different stuff going on. But focus on whichever color resonates with you at this moment and see what within it is coming up to be healed, because that's what this feels like. Either there's a blockage or something that's preventing something from occurring. And within that card, it did mention that health needs to be a focus as well. All right, let's look at your next card. We have Mead and Wine, number 25. your presence embodied, tasting the pleasure flowing through your being. All right. So, your presence embodied. This is giving me, like, maybe we're too focused on the past or too focused on the future and not enough here and now. So, are you in a sense of fear, worry? That's typically past stuff that's already happened. And if you tend to be more in an anxiety state, then that's more future oriented. Depression can also be past stuff. So Spirit may be calling you to look more at your mental health at this time, aside from anything that's going on within your body as well. But definitely take a look at whatever is happening within you, assess what's going on, and move forward from that. All right, let's get into your animal spirit. We've got the Phoenix for you. I love that beautiful fiery energy there for you. All right, let's see what the Phoenix has to say. So this is freedom from suffering and past karma and reincarnation. The Phoenix represents the transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running from it, denying it, or burning bridges with rage. The Phoenix employs an advanced technique described in yoga as the burning of impurities through practice and dedication. The essence of the Phoenix is with us when we realize that we have been suffering too long and something must change. We take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind and its long list of fears and aversions. At that very moment, the spark of the Phoenix is lit, and the great bird helps us burn through our baggage. We no longer run from who we are, what has happened to us, or what we have done. The stuckness and dead weight fall into the ashes, and a lightness and clarity emerge. As the stagnancy continues to smolder, the Phoenix lifts our spirits up, and we begin to recognize ourselves again. We may catch a glimmer in our eye that wasn't there before. Look closely. It's a sign that the fire of transformation is upon your wings. So this identifies with the root chakra. So that would be the red one on the card here. The ancient yogis believed that our heaviest karmas reside in our first chakra, and this is our root chakra. The ascent of the Phoenix begins here. And as the entanglement of karmas are slowly burned, it rises from the ash toward the navel center into the solar plexus, which is the yellow one there. Again and again, it makes this journey from first to third chakra, purifying our essence, freeing us from the past. All right. So I am getting more now with past stuff. So, living in the now is very important because we need to be present. We need to be in the here and now and not worry so much about what happened in the past. So with the Phoenix, it does feel like we're burning up a lot of that to the extent that, we're free from it. Okay? So whatever that looks like to you, you've burnt something up, you're rising from the ashes, you're becoming the Phoenix in this situation. All right, the next card that we have out here for you is the Hen, and this is nurturing. I'm getting that you're not only learning to nurture yourself, because this is very feminine, loving, compassionate energy, but you are also being more compassionate and nurturing in general to others, right? Maybe you are known in your group of friends as the more nurturing person, or maybe you haven't been, but you're becoming that, okay? So we're going to jump into the tarot and see what else we have here for you. All right, what else do we have to go with this reading for Aries, please? What else? What else? Seven of Swords. Okay. What else do we have to go with the Seven of Swords? The Sun card. Beautiful energy there. A lot of fiery energy, which makes sense. It's got you written all over it. The King of Wands. Yep, that's a passionate leader. I'm waiting to talk on this Seven of Swords because I want to see where this is going. But what this feels like to me is potentially in the past, you never saw yourself as a leader. You know, and maybe you did, but maybe you didn't want to step into that role. You know, there's many things going on here, but it feels like you're finally seeing this new part of yourself, or this new part of you is being revealed. And hopefully you're going to embrace this, because you have a purpose here, and your purpose is to become this passionate leader. Now, Seven of Swords here, and the Nine of Swords here. What this is giving me is that maybe in the past, and I keep saying past, I keep feeling past, a lot of past energy showing up in this reading for you. Something from the past didn't settle right with you. I don't know what this is, but either you weren't ready to be a leader, you didn't want to be a leader, but it feels like something's changed in this energy, and now you are to the point where you're like, okay, I'm ready to be the teacher here. Because the two major arcana we have is the Sun and the Hierophant. All right, I want to keep going here with some tea leaves. Tell me what else we have for Aries, please, to go with this message. What I'm getting right now is that, you know, through the burning of the phoenix, the ashes, this old version of self, which was all up in your head about some stuff, this passionate leader is emerging. And I'm getting that it's a very healthy balance of masculine and feminine energy. All right, we have the Tiger doing something risky, taking a chance. Okay. Seven of Swords doesn't always have to be a bad card. This could mean having to be like cunning and resourceful. All right, what else? We have the Jug, lighthearted, carefree time. Yep, that's the Sun energy there. And it's beautiful because, again, it does feel like you weren't in this energy. Something was causing you to be in some other kind of energy. So we have the Egg here, success assured with good plans and hard work. I love that. And then the last one is Weeping Willow, family sorrow. Okay. Family sorrow. So I don't know what the family sorrow is that you've dealt with here. But it might be tied to this Seven of Swords. Okay? So maybe, potentially, you dealt with some situation in the past that was kind of sneaky and underhanded. What I'm getting now is like family secrets being revealed. And that happens so much. People get so embarrassed when they have like a deep, dark family secret and it's revealed, you know? Like, hey, your sister is actually your mom kind of thing, you know? That just happened on Tacoma FD, if any of you watch that show. the one guy who works at the shop there thought that this lady was his sister the whole time, and it turned out to be his mom, because again, she was too young to have him, so the grandma kind of took over the mom role. And so this man, as an adult, went through his entire life believing that his mom was actually his sister and that his grandma was actually his mom. And then when it came time to talk about it, he really wanted to sift through what he was feeling at that moment. And the family was like, nope, we shove it down. We don't discuss that, you know? So it is what it is. So something may have come out that you didn't understand at the time. But what I'm getting is that you're not letting whatever that was define you. You're lifting yourself back up and becoming this beautiful individual who is both balanced in masculine and feminine energy, very nurturing, but very passionate, and leadership, rising as the Phoenix. And it's literally feeling like you're just allowing these past experiences to propel you forward, to teach you the lessons that you needed to learn. And in turn, what this feels like is, again, becoming that leader to now help others through what they're dealing with. You're becoming the teacher now. Yeah, that's very much what that feels like for me. So let's get you an angel number. We have 5555, clarity. This is transformation, change, opportunity, momentum, process, success, adaptability, and achievement. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are a beneficiary, enriching your life experience. By embracing and adapting to change, you're setting yourself up for long-term success. Trust that everything is unfolding for the best. You are achieving your goals, and everything will work out perfectly in the end. There you go. So it's almost like one of the things that's burning up here is this victim mentality, okay? You're choosing not to be the victim in whatever this situation was. All right, let's get your journal prompt. What is the most limiting belief keeping me from what I want right now? What story are you telling yourself when you think about your dreams? What is the first limiting thought that comes to your mind? If you are not living the life that you desire, it's because a part of you doesn't believe it's possible. Today's soul action, it's time to upgrade. Look your belief in the eye. Where did it come from? What new belief are you ready to adopt in its place? How will this change your results? Remember, your belief is the root of your result. Own it, heal it, upgrade it. So that's, again, another mention of the word root. So maybe that's what some of you are dealing with. And again, root chakra deals with your stability, your security, your home life, okay? So maybe that was the chakra that called to you. The Phoenix certainly did. This card mentions it, and now this one again. So what are you looking at in your life? What are you upgrading? It feels like you're burning through some of these old, ways of doing things, ways of thinking that don't serve you anymore. And now you're adapting to this new way of living, of being, and it's beautiful. So it's literally taking a huge weight off your shoulders, and it's saying that you have a hard work ethic, you have good plans in place, and that success is assured for you. Okay? And we also have the egg here with the hen, so that's also another synchronicity. It's beautiful energy there. All right, my Aries friends, this has been your reading. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, go ahead and give it a like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. If it did not, that's okay. Go ahead and check out one of the other readings that falls into your sun, moon, or rising. I look at all three just to put the pieces together. And I want to wish you all a lifetime of happiness, health, wealth, abundance, and so much love. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.